They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. It's a famous war poem to the glorious dead, very famous. And I would like to address you today about a very important issue. My name is Jim Dowson, and I have been invited very kindly by the Knights Templar International Order to speak to you today. I'm deeply honoured today to be asked by the Templar Order to present you with their programme commemorating the 100 years anniversary of the ending of the Great War, and to pay homage to our fallen on Armistice Day at the famous Arch of the Unknown Soldier, Menin Gate at Ypres in Belgium. It's a very famous site. Yes, on the centenary of the end of the war to end all wars, the Templars are going over, just as our forebears did over 100 years ago. And the Templars want you to be part of it. As usual, the world remembers our war dead on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month each year. And this year marks the centenary since the guns fell silent on the Western Front. The Great War was the most brutal and barbaric war ever fought in the history of mankind. And on the Menin Gate, there is the very sad inscription of 60,000 names of unknown soldiers whose remains were never found. They have no graves, so we have their names engraved in the wall. Men from all over the world, from America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, Britain, Ireland, everywhere. No graves, lost for all time. There is no doubt about it that this place in Belgium, among the fields of glory, is the single most powerful place on earth regarding the remembrance of our forebears' sacrifice. Our forefathers fought and died in their millions to secure our future. The least we can do is to pay homage to their sacrifice and to their memory. The Templars are not planning a sightseeing trip. No, this is a holy pilgrimage, a sacred duty to honour the memory of our fathers and grandfathers. In fact, my father was in the Second War, my grandfather was in the First War. Like many people watching this, just the same. But many people can't go to France. Okay, you can't go to France. You can't go to Belgium. Okay? The Templars will go there on your behalf. They will lay a wreath in person on your behalf to your father or grandfather at the Menin Gate in Belgium on the 11th of November this year. Will you go with the Templars in spirit? The Templars invite you, and this is very exciting, to send in the name of your father or grandfather or other relative who fought in the wars or perhaps died. And if you have their rank and regiment and these kind of details, that's fine. If you don't have these details, no problem. Just send in their name. That's enough. And the Templars will inscribe them on a wonderful scroll parchment of glory to be encased in a silver scroll that will be very reverently transported on your behalf from Scotland, through England, across the Channel to the landing areas of France and to the killing fields of Belgium. This will end at the Menin Gate on Sunday the 11th of November for the last post remembrance, very famous service, that will be attended by tens of thousands of people this year, with royalties from all over Europe, dignitaries and military personnel from dozens of countries across the world who will join together on the 100 years anniversary of the end of the Great War. After presenting the scroll and laying wreaths for the fallen at the Great Memorial Arch, the Templars shall bury the sacred scroll in the fields of glory in a very solemn interment service, so that your ancestors' memory shall forever be united with those of his long dead comrades and brothers in arms. I think that's very beautiful, and I think it's very fitting and a very important thing to do. This will be a very special, solemn and emotional experience, And we invite all Templars and the core people who support the order to support this act of respect and honour by supplying your forefathers' or relatives' names to be included on the scroll, and to help back the trip with a financial gift of whatever you can scrape together or afford. It's not about money. It's a very serious thing, but of course all these things do cost money. The Templars have told me they need about £9,000, British pounds, for our American friends. That's about $12,000 to pay for the preparations, wreaths, the silver scroll, permits, which with European bureaucracy is not easy, transport, accommodation and food, and all the things that go along with such an epic event like this. People who are going are paying what they can, but we want to make sure everybody, including you, has a stake in this. The Templars want for you to take ownership of this very, very unique and special event. 100 years after the last guns fell silent over the mud and the blood of Flanders killing fields. We think we have it tough in this modern generation. But remember our fathers and grandfathers fighting their way up those landing beaches in Normandy, or charging up out of those stinking trenches with lead raining down on them day after day, watching the flower of their generation being butchered, withering before their very eyes, and every day burying their pals and comrades in the mud of foreign fields. Can you imagine it? It's unbelievable. It's unimaginable for me, and I'm sure it is for you. But that's what our forefathers went through, and we should honour them, we should respect them, and we should remember them. And the Templars are going to do that, but we want you to play a part in it. This memorial journey is not just a nice thing to do. It is a sacred and holy duty. It is a matter of personal honour for all of us whose kinsfolk fought, died in these wars. So, let me invite you to send in the names of your fathers, grandfathers, relatives who fought for our freedom and our liberty in foreign fields. Send in the names. The Templars will put them in the scroll immediately. The Templars will send you pictures and video of the events. And you will know that you at least paid honour and homage to your forebears. Do us fall. God wills it.